Hey, so we're here today with Jason Brennan from Fine Tune Auto. We're talking about Auto Text Me. Jason's been with us on the tool. Shoot, Jason, I don't know, how long have you been with us on the tool?
I would say, gosh, I don't even remember. It seems like it was just yesterday, but I want to say about 2 years. I think about 2 years. Yeah, well, one thing we've been able to accomplish is implementing a DVI that everybody liked. So, the reasons why we wanted to implement DVI were that we knew it would increase sales because when people can see something, it makes a lot more sense to them rather than just hearing about it over the phone. We were using paper inspections for years. They worked okay,
Sure.
but we saw, after implementing the DVI, we did see an ARO increase. So that was good. Um, when I mentioned one that everybody likes, there were some that we tested out that had really flashy, great looking features. And not to say they were bad, they were good products, but there was always some kind of deal breaker in there. And I think that the Auto Text Me product is the only one that we found where there was, no deal breaker type of things. It just worked right. They were real responsive as far as when we were setting it up, especially Craig. When I met Craig at the Auto Value Expo, that was when I first learned about it. Yeah, it was just it sounded good. I wanted to see how it was, so we tested it. They let us do a trial. We tested it out. Inspections were easy to build. It was really everything we're looking for. They're still adding to it. I like the fact that they take the customer's input into consideration when they're adding new features or making the product better. And it integrated with my management system. And, there were some other products I looked at that didn't integrate with our management system. So that was
What management system are you using right now?
We're using the Yes management system by Pace Software.
Right.
It does pretty well. It's the DVIs kind of create themselves once you click on the right buttons in Yes. It just kind of makes a DVI, and then that's it. You can dispatch with it. We're still getting into that. We haven't even.
So you're referring to the ticket transfer when you create the ticket in Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we don't have to go in and create it separately in the DVI.
Yeah, the double input scenario. Yes. That's always a good thing to avoid.
And DVIs, implementing DVIs over here, it was way easier because we already had it set up, and we just did a training session with Auto Text Me, and they were nice enough to buy us lunch. And
that's right.
We did a training session, and they kicked it off, started us off in the right foot, and really was no problem at all for anybody here to learn it. And nobody who works here had ever used DVIs before.
At your new location, right?
Yeah, the place they worked at before, they didn't use DVIs.
Good.
So I guess implementation, that is one of the best things I like about it. It's just super easy to implement, and the support's there. You can chat with or call somebody, or you get a call back pretty quick if there's an issue. And it's not like some other companies that I've dealt with before who didn't have that. You couldn't say that about. My favorite feature, I have been helping out writing service over here lately, so I actually can comment lately. And I would say my favorite feature is the texting feature. I really do like to be able to chat with people. Some people just they're not able to answer their phone at work, or maybe they have to call you back, but they're able to text. So I think the texting feature is really nice. That's one of my favorite features. The other one is, I'd have to say another close tie or whatever would be the benchmark score. I like the benchmark score. We made a game out of it at our Lansing store, and people were able to get 10 out of 10s, which is, I'm told, really hard to do. And then we have a prize wheel that we spin.
So that's awesome.
Two people got whichever technician and advisor got the 10 out of 10s that we got to spin the prize wheel, and they got some prizes. So it was kind of cool. Oh yeah. I do think so. They've gotten pretty quick at them now. I think as fast as they're going to get at the inspections, and without leaving out things that are critical to the customer getting the DVI the way that it's meant to be presented. So I think, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that that benchmark score seems to be designed to let the technicians and advisors know how well the process is being followed. So
Yeah.
just like anything else, if you do an oil change and you forget to put the oil in it, you can do everything else right, but it's not a good oil change. So,
Correct. Yeah.
and I think the same holds true with seems to be the same holds true with an inspection. You can do the whole inspection, but if you forget to put pictures on there, it probably takes like half the value away from it. So there is one technician who I noticed likes to take videos, maybe
Nice.
a couple of them. And I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it makes it better. I would think if you're a customer, that would be better, like demonstrating a loose ball joint or
Yeah.
rotating a tire that's definitely not round anymore. And you can see that it's obviously not a circle anymore.
Thanks
Good.
so much, Jason. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today on this stuff. We're super proud to be able to serve establishments like yours, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
You're welcome, Craig. Thank you.
Absolutely. See ya.